Hello everybody, this is Athalbjorn here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some of the differences between the Windows 10 edition beta that just was released a few weeks ago, and compare that with like the standard Java PC version that we've all come to know and love that's been out for several years now. So this is just for like if you're curious about what some of the differences are between the two versions, or if you're just not sure like which version you want to get. Like say, if you're normally a console player but you decide you want to play it on the PC now, um, there's two versions out that you can decide between. Which one do you want? So I'm going to talk about some of the differences and kind of help you make that decision on which version you want to use. So the first thing that I want to talk about is skins. Um, I know a lot of people love being able to customize their skin, just kind of like how your character looks, what outfit they're wearing, and whatnot. Um, so if you've ever played like the standard Java PC version, there's so many skins, just tons upon tons of skins available online on various websites. One example is like minecraftskins.net. Just tons of different skins that you can search through, download them onto your computer, and then upload those to your Mojang account, and then that will update your skin in the game. It's a little bit different, not too much, but a little bit different with the Windows 10 edition. If I go into my my settings, or not my settings, I have to come out here to the main menu, close that, come over here to this little hanger down here. So if you've ever played on a console, this screen is going to look really familiar to you, because this is like some of the options that they have in the console version. Is they have a bunch of different skins and skin packs that you can use, with a couple of them being free, just these ones that don't have this little lock icon on them. So those options are going to be free. However, to use the rest of these, you would have to pay for them. So that's going to be a little different if you're just used to the standard Java version. We're not really used to paying for skins, but that is something that you would be used to if you play on like a console. However, with the Windows 10 edition, you can also use custom skins. So same thing, go out to the internet and download one onto your computer. You can come over here to this custom section and hit choose new skin. And then that brings up, so I've got this little skins folder on my computer. I've got a few different skins, like the one that I normally use, along with Dexter from Dexter's Lab and Mario. So you can choose, any skins that you want. Come over here and hit confirm. Here, if I just choose, let me come back here, I'll grab this guy again. It'll let you choose between if you want like the slim version or like the standard, more blocky version. So I think the slim version personally just looks a little bit better. So I'll hit confirm there, come back to play. Another difference between the two versions is going to be texture packs. So a lot of people I've seen that use texture packs on the PC, just to make things look better in general. Maybe have like some shaders or like borderless glass or something like that, just to make things look a little bit better, maybe a little bit more realistic. And those are usually free. However, if I wanted to create a new world here, there's going to be a lot of options here for these different texture packs like Fallout, Chinese mythology, Adventure Time, Greek mythology, Skyrim, and these are not going to be free. So these you all have to pay for. So that's going to be one of the differences. It's basically the same as if you play on a console. Basically the same options really, for these mashup texture packs, that are going to cost you actual money, versus the standard Java version. So if I just want to generate a random world that's not a texture pack, that's just like the standard game, let's do 2.0 here. And then I've got the same options, survival or creative. Let's do creative for now. This is going to be one of your differences here. So if you want to do creative mode or have cheats on with like the Windows 10 edition, Because that's linked to Xbox Live, you do not get any achievements. You only get achievements if you're in survival mode. So I'm going to hit OK because that's fine. You can set your difficulty. I've got cheats on. You can make it, always day if you want. I do that sometimes. Have a seed if you have one. A lot of different options. So here's my resource and behavior packs that I can, choose to pay for if I want. But yeah, so different options here. It's going to be very similar to the Java version. So I'll hit play. There we go. So I spawned on top of a tree. That's pretty cool. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was mods. So I know a lot of people just love mods. There's a lot of things that you can do in mods that you can't do in like regular vanilla Minecraft, just to make the game a little bit more enjoyable for you, or maybe more challenging, or whatever it is that you enjoy. A lot of people can do it with mods. So the difference is with the Java version, obviously mods are supported. There's tons of different mods out there, from various different websites. And those basically are only limited based on the version of Minecraft that you're running and whether or not the creator of the mod has updated it to support the latest version. So like right now we're on version 1.12, which was just released a few weeks ago, and not all mods have been updated to be compatible with that version. However, with the Minecraft Windows 10 edition, currently mods are not supported at all. So if that's one of your like just big things that you just love about Minecraft is the ability to use mods, then the Windows 10 edition might not be for you. I mean, there's definitely a few other options to consider, but right now there currently isn't any support for mods. It's possible that Minecraft might include mod support at a later date, but we don't know that yet. So the next thing, you got your multiplayer. So multiplayer for the standard Java PC version and the Windows 10 edition are both going to be pretty similar, as far as like just your different options that you have. So you can either play like on your local area network, say at your house or whatever with your friends, just everybody all on the same Wi-Fi or whatever. You can play on this new thing called Realms, which is going to be like a server that you can pay for that Minecraft will provide. So you can play with like up to 10 people, I think. And there's like mini games and stuff. And only the person who actually owns that realm will actually have to pay for it. And that's available on both versions. So the biggest difference really is going to be cross-platform play for multiplayer. So this is only going to be available if you have the Windows 10 edition. If you have the Java version, you cannot play with people on like an Xbox or a PlayStation. However, Microsoft did announce that later this year they would make that available if you have the Windows 10 edition. So that way you don't have to go around and buy, 3 different copies of the same game just to play on different consoles with your friends. You can just do it from the Windows 10 edition on your computer, play with your friends on the Xbox or the PlayStation. I think it's going to be great. So the next is really just going to be the look and feel of the game. So Minecraft Windows 10 edition is basically just the Pocket edition that's been ported over for use on the computer. So it's going to look very similar and just feel and act very similar to the Pocket edition if you've ever played that version, or even the console version. So like I've played on both the PC and on the Xbox, and this playing the Windows 10 edition feels very similar to me as it did when I was playing on the Xbox. Just basically the look and feel is very, very similar. So the next thing along those lines with the look and feel of the console is just the layout of how everything looks when you're in creative mode. Um, so if I pull up the creative inventory here, so for the Windows 10 edition, I've got a few tabs along the top, but nothing really along the bottom. Whereas in the Java PC version, you've got tabs along the top and the bottom, different categories of various items that you can have and use. So your building blocks, those are going to be pretty similar between both versions. Decorations are going to be different. Your tools are going to be much different. Um, so like in the standard Java PC version, you're not going to see all these spawn eggs under tools, along with your horse armor and your boats and stuff like that. And then miscellaneous is going to be somewhat similar, with a few other things broken out in the Java PC version. So like a lot of these things right here, all of this food has its own separate tab in the Java PC version. So the layout's going to be a little bit different between the two versions. The next thing, and it's going to be another really big decision factor, is going to be price. Because I mean, money makes the world go round. So with the price, the standard Java PC version right now is about $28, whereas the Windows 10 edition beta right now is about $10. So there's a significant price difference there, with the Windows 10 edition being a lot cheaper. However, if you already have the Java version, then the Windows 10 version is actually free. So that's what I did. I already had the Java version. And so all I had to do was go up to my Minecraft account, and then I could get a code right there to redeem in the Windows Store and get the Windows 10 edition for absolutely free. Um, so that's one of the things, if you want to play, with your friends on different consoles or, whatever, the Windows 10 edition is probably going to be for you, especially if money is an issue. But like I said, it's free if you already have the Java version. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about while I'm still in the Windows 10 edition is controller support. So like if you're used to playing on a console, like for example the Xbox, and you just love the feel of the console versus keyboard and mouse, and say if you've ever tried to play it with a controller, um, on like the Java PC version, it can be pretty difficult to get everything working properly. However, for the Windows 10 edition, controller support is actually built right in. So if I just go into my settings here and I scroll down to controls, we've got keyboard and mouse here, and then controller right here. So I've got all of my controller options just to make it a whole lot easier to use. So you can configure that. So that's going to be a lot easier if you'd rather play with a controller in your hands instead of using the keyboard and mouse. So that's all I've got for the Windows 10 edition right now. I'm going to hop over to the Java version, just to go over some of that the creative inventory layout again. So yeah, I'll pop right over there in just a second. Okay, so here we are at the standard welcome screen that you're used to if you use the standard Java PC version. So I talked about Minecraft Realms earlier. So here's the option right there. So like I said, up to 10 friends, got mini games and stuff. And like I said, only the owner of the realm needs to pay. So this also has, your 30-day free trial, or you have the option to buy right there. But yeah, so I'll come over to single player here, go into just my test world, because that's already in creative mode. I got a few different things that I built. So let's pull up inventory here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the inventory, how we've got tabs along the top and the bottom. So like I said, building blocks is going to be very similar. And then your decorations, You've got a tab specifically for redstone now. So a lot of people might not necessarily immediately think of redstone when they want to build a door. However, basically it's just items that interact with redstone as well. So like you can use a button or a pressure plate or something, or make a redstone circuit to open and close doors if you want. So like iron doors, that's actually the only way to open them is to use some sort of a redstone circuit. So that's why these are in the redstone tab. Then you've got your transportation tab. So you've got like your powered rails, your boats and stuff. So if you remember from the Windows 10 edition, these were all under the Tools tab. So the Java version kind of decided to put those in their own section called Transportation, just to make it a little bit easier to find what you're looking for. Makes a little bit more sense. So if I come down here to the Tools tab, we only have like actual tools, along with some enchantment books that you can use to put enchantments on these tools. And then the same thing with your combat tab. So you've got things related to combat, so your different weapons, your armor, and then enchantment books for those weapons and armor. And then I can keep scrolling down like that. And then I mentioned food, that's going to have its own tab. Brewing, if you're into that sort of thing, you can use different potions for stuff. One of the things that I like is water breathing and night vision, just to make things a little bit easier, especially if I'm doing something underwater. So it's its own special tab for that. And then of course your miscellaneous. Yeah, so like I said, the creative layout is going to look a little bit different between the two versions. But yeah. So those are the main differences between the two versions. I would say the biggest differences really is going to be price, your cross-platform play that'll be coming out later this year, mod support. I guess those would be the three main things, with texture packs, possibly being like a fourth, if you're into that sort of thing. If texture packs are important to you, then that might be one of your decision factors as well. But yeah, that is all I have for today. Literally, the sun is setting behind me. Here, let me just. All right, here we go. Time set. We'll do. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, that's all I've got for today. If you like the video, then hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I've got tutorials on how to build all of these awesome things behind me. And then I also have a survival series, just me going around playing Minecraft, doing my thing. So yeah, if you want to watch, just hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.